What's up, you guys? This is RTL YTSGaming back again with another video. Today we got Dead Island 2, everything you need to know about co-op. I've been waiting to see something about co-op, so I know you guys been waiting. Check this out. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe if you are new, because I'm always going to be doing reactions. Let's get into it.
Dead Island 2 is launching in 6 days' time, and we still don't know too much about the whole co-op side of things. But today that has been put to bed. The Dead Island team posted something a little bit earlier on, stating everything that we need to know about co-op, a sort of devlog, and it features every single thing that you would possibly want to know, which is brilliant. The only thing that we are still missing is some co-op gameplay footage. But we do find out things like when does co-op unlock, things about cross-gen, how to actually connect, and a few bits more. So if that sounds good to you and you're a fan of Dead Island, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video and stick around because we'll be covering it in full when it launches on the 21st of April. Now, earlier on today, the team posted this. With 6 days left, here is everything you need to know about co-op in Dead Island 2. See you in LA. Very excited to actually check this out because I think co-op is going to be great and it's really going to extend that replayability of the game. They've also said that Dead Island 2 is a great single-player experience, but it is fun to play with friends, as playing together has always been essential for our community. Co-op will support up to 3 players. You and your potential other 2 teammates have 6 characters to choose from, and your fellow co-op slayers shouldn't hurt you. So let's dive into everything that you need to know about co-op in Dead Island 2.
Okay.
So co-op doesn't actually unlock as soon as you start the game. That will happen around about 30 minutes into the game, depending on how you're actually playing. Okay. The co-op feature, as soon as you enter Emma's mansion, which Emma is the person that we met in the 11 minutes preview. She's the person that writes the phone number down on Ryan's arm. So when you get over to her mansion, that is when you'll be able to actually unlock the co-op missions or co-op play. Now, cross-gen. Cross-gen is something that is... people were, from what I've seen, a little bit sort of annoyed that cross-compatibility isn't a thing. There's a lot of... But it's mainly sort of FPS games that are going into the cross-compatible route. But Dead Island does not support cross-platform. It does support cross-generation. So what cross-gen is pretty self-explanatory, really. You can play with... If you've got a PS5, you can play with PS4 players. Okay. And if you've got an Xbox Series X or S, you can play with people that have an Xbox One or an S or an X. So, you know, pretty damn cool. You can still play with everybody, and obviously PC, that's just PC to PC. So when it comes to connection, the games aren't hosted on servers. They'll be using peer-to-peer models instead. This means the first player hosts the game, and the second and third join them. Due to the game's graphic requirements, the host must be playing on the latest generation console, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X or S, or one of the Generation 8 consoles. So PlayStation 4 Pro, Xbox One X, base Generation 8 consoles, PlayStation 4, Xbox One and S will not be able to host the game at launch, but they will be able to join. They're currently working on giving an option to host on all consoles in the future, but PC players can both host and join co-op sessions.
How you guys feel about that? That only practically next gen can host. What you guys think? Me personally, I kind of don't care because I have next gen. You know what I'm saying? And I'm normally the host of the games I play, so it don't really bother me for real. But for people that don't have to upgrade, how you feel that you can't really do anything unless you join someone that actually has a next gen console? Let me know.
So, a little bit strange. Obviously, the older generation consoles, potentially they're just not up to the hosting. But I don't know. I'm not even going to pretend that I know anything about the specifics of multiplayer aspects or the hardware inside PlayStation, right? Now, who can join you and who can you join? The co-op game session will not be forced upon you. You can choose only to play solo. However, you can select co-op options in your settings if you'd still like to play with others. If you're a PC gamer, you can have others join you or other PC co-op sessions. Now, pretty simple really. If you're Xbox, XS, XXX, all the Xboxes, you can join other Xboxes and co-op sessions. Pretty self-explanatory really. Everything that we've really just gone over. Xbox can play with Xbox and PlayStation can play with PlayStation. Now, something that I think is very important in co-op gameplay, and that is progress and achievements. There's nothing more annoying than joining somebody else's world, doing a load of things together, and then going back to yours and having to redo it all.
Right.
Or, depending on your playstyle, you might like that and be able to do things twice. But it depends on how long you've been playing. If you've been playing with a friend for 4 or 5 hours and you've got a hell of a lot done, having to go back to your world with having to redo it all can sometimes be a bit of a pain in the arse. But the team have said that they want players to be able to progress through the game regardless of whether they're the host or the client. So if you jump into co-op and play the game up until the 6th story mission and then end your session, when you come back to play in single player or co-op, you will pick up from that 6th mission with all your items, stats, etc., regardless of whether you were the host or the client.
That's good.
However, we do not want players to miss out on important story beats, leveling up, items, etc. So in co-op, players cannot jump ahead of where they currently are in the story. So if you are at mission 3 and your friend is at mission 6, you will not be able to join their game. They will, however, be able to lend you a hand and still return to their own progress, unless you both play past that point together. All games can unlock achievements and trophies for every mission that they've completed. So I like that, that's cool. That way you don't jump in, like they say, and completely miss massive parts of the storyline. So very nice, I like that they've done that. Now they've wanted to address the whole 3 players thing. In Dead Island 2, co-op players get the best experience by sticking together and slaying together. We throw into extensive testing that capping at 3 players kept the combat challenging with just the right amount of zombies. Players can also experiment with the powerful combat synergies and the diverse but complementary builds that can be created with the skill deck. Now if you don't know, as we've spoke about it before, there is no difficulty, so joining in multiplayer there is no difficulty scaling. Now that's all some pretty good stuff. Very, very excited for the multiplayer aspects and just the game in general. Still a little bit strange that we haven't seen any co-op gameplay other than these little clips that we're seeing in this sort of devlog, which I've shown through bits throughout the video itself. I still find that a bit weird, but it is what it is. I'm still excited either way. 6 days until launch. Please let me know what you think down in the comments below. Very, very excited for this one, and I know a huge majority of you guys are as well. So massive thank you to everybody that has supported the channel and the Dead Island 2 content over the past few weeks. I really, really appreciate it. And
I'm going to wrap it up here. 6 days until launch. Like I told you guys, I will be playing it. Now actually, since I figured out how to stream on YouTube now from my laptop to the Xbox, I will be streaming it night 1 at midnight. Or around midnight, I will be streaming Dead Island 2. So make sure you hit that like button and make sure you subscribe so you can tune into the stream. I will be playing with some of you guys if you want to play. If not, you can watch, you know what I'm saying, interact with the community. Other than that, see you in 6 days. I will continue to do reactions for this game, of course, and also will be doing my own videos for this game, like I used to do with Outriders and stuff like that. This is a game I've been waiting for years for, and I'm about to do hella content for it. So other than that, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Be easy.